Beau Willow was born in Ottawa. I was actually giving birth. I was staying at Le Chaise Autre in Quebec, and I went into labor, and they refused to call an ambulance for me, and I had to take a cab, and the cab just happened to drop me off in Ottawa. Awaiting there were some like Israeli-looking men. I don't know who they were. When I got up to the area to give birth, I was already 5 inches dilated. I was surrounded by police and Jewish men. My child was taken away from me at birth. The social worker said I had no place to bring the child back. When I did have a place to bring the child back, it's called l'autre chaise. I was then, after 4 days, thrown out on the street. I was spoken to in a really derogatory, violent manner, and then the social worker, Emma Maloney, did on recorded evidence swear on oath information that wasn't true. She did this. Miss McKenna, the head of Children's Aid, she was told that her staff were lying and fabricating information, and threats were made against me by Miss McKenna when I went to see her in Ottawa if I attempted to get my children back. I am attempting to get my children back. I'm attempting to get all my children back from the British establishment. There's deportation orders on my children. My son is not British. My son is actually Canadian, and there is a deportation order. Miss McKenna knows that, who is the head of Children's Aid, and Emma Maloney knows that as well, and they all know that, and they've basically ignored the law and held on to my children without my permission and without permission of the authorities as well. River Leaf and Love lives in Brixton. Children's Aid equivalent were contacted over there, and nothing was done to return my son to me. The entire proceedings were false. It's called unlawful confinement. We were being held by force by the British, and my children were being held by force by the British. Every time I've tried to establish home, or every time I've tried to establish a family, I've been violently attacked by this community. I've been forced to be subservient sexually at certain times in reference to this community, and great violence is being used against me. I would like the European community to be made aware of this, and to be made aware of the situation that my children are in, and how the British have stolen my children from me, given them back to me, made public apologies to me, and then stolen them again. And yes, Miss McKenna, the head of Children's Aid, is a liar, and she is a thief. There's no ifs, ands, or doubts about it. It was no misunderstanding. The information is extremely clear. The children were returned. I was cleared of all the allegations. I was subjected to an act of torture. My breasts were filled with milk, and I was unable to fill my children, and they had gotten very, very hard, and I was having to basically squeeze them in order to get the milk out. An extremely painful process. Very, very, very painful process. Being thrown out on the street just after giving birth, being forced to come to court in Wells Street after giving birth with still blood and afterbirth dripping down my legs. This is the treatment that European women are subjected to by the British, and I would like the world to know that the British took 3 children away from me while I was lying on my back. And the last one, Beau Willow in Ottawa, the police said, oh, are you going through it again? And they were cracking jokes in the delivery room. Actually walked into the delivery room as I'm giving birth. Thank you.